Hey everyone, I know everyone out there has heard of Microsoft, obviously, Microsoft. And I know everyone out there has heard of Elon Musk. But have you heard of Macrohard? Yes, yes. Macrohard. Well, here we have it. Elon Musk claims to be making Microsoft competitor named Macrohard. And despite the tongue in cheek name, the project is unfortunately very real. And it's Macrohard. But I mean, okay. I know we all go macro hard, haha, rightfully so. But we should also be laughing at Microsoft. I mean, what is Bill Gates, professing something to the world with Microsoft?
I don't know, but the thing is to me, Elon needs to hire somebody that can name things better than he can because he's no good at it.
Yeah, the article gets into that, and we'll talk more on it. Windows 11 has picked up a fair bit of ire and for understandable reasons. Yeah, I mean, with every new update, is like, oh, you've lost data, oh, you're boot looping now, uh, and so on. I mean, I tend to use Linux mostly, and I know people's like, oh, well, yeah, well, you got to tinker, and it's like, what was it? Did you use it 15 years ago? What are you talking about? I'm
Yeah.
not seeing it. These issues aren't a thing. I put it on a machine and it's like, fuck, this is smooth. Okay, but anyway. Well, if you want a purely AI alternative, Elon Musk has just announced Macrohard. Yeah, I don't think it's a good name either. None of us do. I mean, it's kind of like Doge, Doge, which is a take on a meme about a dog. And then there's X, X for everything. Uh, Purely AI. You're thinking, oh, neat, I use AI and I might could use this, but it's the use case for this supposed operating system is odd. He goes on to state, given that software companies like Microsoft do not themselves manufacture any physical hardware, it should be possible to simulate them entirely with AI. By this, Elon Musk seems to be referring to the fact that Microsoft aren't physically building the components used in Xbox devices or its range of Surface laptops. I'm a little confused by that statement. I mean, none of these companies really make their own. They delegate out to other, component makers. So unless he's, I don't know. I mean, I get if it was saying the software side, we can do this in AI, but then why reference the hardware? I'm a little confused by that statement.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Musk also doesn't elaborate on why that element would mean that AI is more capable of simulating Microsoft's business, especially Microsoft itself is not afraid of using AI within and without. Yes, Microsoft is more and more embracing AI. Most people I've talked to, most that I've read online, is like, no, keep that shit away from me. No, I don't know. But yeah, everybody's going, AI is the future. Optionally, it's like, yeah, if I want to use AI, well, I'll use it, but to bake it into the operating system, I don't think so. So, as far as Windows is concerned, you can swap over to Linux or Mac OS for an alternative. But for its problems, Windows does seem to be the most intuitive and widely adopted OS on the market right now. Well, here's the thing: if you read the history of Microsoft, they kind of bullied their way into that position, stole and bullied. It's not like, oh, it's the best OS and therefore everyone's gonna use it. Yeah, you need to do some research on their history, find out how they really got there.
It seems to me like I remember them forcefully taking over small companies and things like that.
Yeah, they would even they would even threaten the hardware makers to say, if you don't make this Windows only, You don't design it into the hardware. We're gonna make life hell for your company.
Yeah, that's what
There,
I heard too.
there was even rumors of they would threaten the heads of the companies with physical violence. I don't know if those are the rumor. I'm all for competition, but I am one of to support open source because open source, uh, well, you know what you're getting for one, or more so anyway, and it benefits the future. You know,
Well, what I wanted to add to that is it would seem to me that open source would be a better concept and a better uh, use of all this technology. I mean, it can only get better if everybody has the right to use it and make it
yeah,
better in their
as
own way.
as long as what's currently happening doesn't happen, and that is they bake an ideology into it and go, if you're not one of us, you get out. We're gonna force you out. Or if the things that they tend to use, like web services to host their software, gets bought out by Microsoft. Sure, you have issues like that where the corporate ideology tries to consume it. Even with all that, open source is the most beneficial.
Well, you
So
know
when what
what I don't understand is all these people that say games don't run on Linux when I've seen plenty of games run on Linux and
oh,
pretty intense games run on Linux.
I've been running games on Linux since the 90s, and even back then 75% of them ran. I don't know where they really got this. Now about 99% of them run, you know. So, it's just they people tell them, "Oh, that's garbage and you have to tinker." It's like, "Okay, idiot, you went on there and fucked shit up. That's on you, not on everyone else. Not on the software." There's plenty of people who fuck Windows up.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, when asked what specific services Macrohard will be offering, ex chatbot Grok gave a commenter the following examples: AI agents collaborating to develop apps, e.g., an AI team creating a productive tool from an idea to deployment, generating custom software agents for image video editing tools or workflow automations, simulating business functions, AI employees handling marketing, testing, and updates. So to me, it sounds like it's aimed at business and developers. So this is not exactly competition because Windows is kind of like a, one tool to do whatever you need, which means, let's say this macro hard gets developed. Okay, as dumb as that sounds, uh, it is not going to be a widespread thing going by what they've said here. Also, Microsoft would jump on that quick, as well as Apple going, we have a better alternative. So, notably, one of these services are the services that Microsoft seems to actually offer. So, none of them. So, yeah, Microsoft is currently not offering any of these services, not so directly in the least. Okay, August the 1st of this year, when X.AI paid 2,300 for the trademark, though accounts seem to be unable to accurately say when Macrohard will make it, or when or how it will actually be usable. So yeah, that we have no clue or concept of when this might actually become a thing. But if AI is making it, and if the AI is as advanced as they act like it could do it in possibly, potentially a tenth of the time that a group of developers would.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, if they're getting AI to create this thing, it wouldn't take it no time to do it.
So it goes on to say that there's already been imagery to suggest that it's also going to have something to do with crypto coins. Okay, Musk is known for pushing really known. Try that again. Musk is known for really pushing names over ideas, and we can see this with X. Yeah, everyone thinks X is silly. Before it was PayPal. So what they're saying there is he wanted when he used to own PayPal. I believe that maybe how he made his fortune, but whatever the case, he wanted to name PayPal X. Okay. Then in 2020, he announced his son with music artist Grimes would also be named. This is a tough one. Let me enlarge this a little bit. XAE. I don't even know how you would pronounce that, but dash 12 Musk. I mean, who hurt him, right? I mean, really.
He's wanting everything to be a robot.
And then finally, Twitter became X in 2023. It appears to be a general AI service and is also an excuse to signal distaste for Microsoft. See, he's kind of like a kid in a playground with unlimited money. It's like, you know what? I don't like Microsoft and the people that run it. So here's a few billion. We're gonna make Macrohard, and then we're gonna throw some really silly names in it beyond Macrohard. And Bill Gates and everybody at Microsoft's gonna be fuming, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
They're probably going to be doing what we're doing, kind of laughing at the name and sitting back and watching
well,
it go.
look, I was speaking of Doge earlier. Apparently he went to Trump and went, yeah, this part of the government is going to be called Doge. What was it? Doge something. Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
I don't remember what it
Yeah.
was.
Well, whatever the case, Doge, and Trump's like, yeah, what's that mean? Oh, it's a thing about a dog. Okay, we'll go with that. So I mean, really, he got the president to go along with a silly name.
A meme. But it just seems to me like his fascination with the AI and naming his kid that's name that's unpronounceable. It just seems like he is fascinated with AI and robots and stuff like that, and he wants everything to be
Well,
ran by AI and everybody to be a robot.
yeah, and he has very odd taste in what he deems to be cool.
Yeah, I've noticed. Like, I don't understand. He's got too much time on his hands and too much money, and that's what happens. Here it is. This is what happens.
Yeah, it's like somebody on the shopping channel, except they're not shopping, they're making.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's enough on this topic. Till next time, we're out.